ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the winners of 8 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And the Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Virginia Tech's offense will come out first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coach. In meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Hokies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Louisville Cardinals offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll send the tight end in motion. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
There he goes. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll send out the kicker here. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Looking for space. It's Cuber. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the first quarter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Now adjusting. On the move, he fires. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Give to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having a pass.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a really good looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders.
Oh, he dropped it! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Looking to throw on first down.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Look out, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Made a defender miss. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Caught behind the line. It's Cuber. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the goal.
Splits the uprights. Good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The pitch. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The Hokies are on the move. Find some fresh air. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. To the air on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Averill. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got a little space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Using his legs, it's Downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll give it to him again. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now they're set up in fifth.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hokies are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside give. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Slings it downfield. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. defender. Very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. Moving out of the pocket. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. Touchdown, Hokies! And the punishment has been extended. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
Virginia Tech, 35. Louisville, 13.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a make. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Fires one high and deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.